Open three is good.
Shot towards the goal. Oh, quick serve.
Nice.
Tough. Shooting is scored.
Hello and welcome to Sports Jam. I'm John Jacobson.
And I'm Jay Wilcox. It's our final Sports Jam of the winter sports season. Today we recap the state boys basketball tournament and unveil the picks for the all-area teams in boys and girls basketball and hockey.
And we'll start with a great state boys basketball tournament. 3 local teams qualified for the Class 4A field and all finished in the top 4. Champlin Park was the #1 seed, and the unbeaten Rebels met a scrappy Chaska team in the quarterfinals. Early second half, the Hawks' Andrew Coleman hits for 3 of his 18 points to put Chaska ahead by 11. But the Rebels chip away at that lead, led by McKinley Wright. He drives and floats in 2 of his 30 points. Champlin Park claws back to tie it. And if you saw any state tournament highlights from last week, you probably know what happens next. Tied at 50 in the final seconds, Wright misses the shot. The ball gets knocked out to Sam Du Bois. His off-balance game-winning shot becomes instantly famous. He's dogpiled. Champlin Park survives a quarterfinal round challenge from Chaska. They win at 53-50.
Maple Grove drew the only team with a losing record in the quarterfinals when they met Andover. Taiwan Pickford comes out firing for the Crimson, hitting a 3 here as they go up for a quick 5-0 lead. After the Huskies take a brief lead, Maple Grove takes off. Brad Davison drives and scores, plus a foul as the Crimson go up 31-16. They lead 40-22 at halftime. Davison scores 22. Second half, and Maple Grove runs away with it. Jack Hutchison with the layup as Maple Grove rolls to a 73-50 win.
Wayzata's boys basketball team reached the state tournament for the first time since 1959. The coach from that team, 92-year-old Jack Thurnblood, was even at the state tournament this year to cheer on the Trojans. Wayzata faced tournament regular Lakeville North in the quarterfinals. Tyler Wall penetrates into the lane, passes out to Nathan Reavers, with a 3-pointer to give Lakeville North a 28-20 first half lead. The 4th-seeded Panthers led the 5th-seeded Trojans most of the way, but Alex Jensen's short baseline jumper with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go ties the game at 61. This game was tight right to the end, and Gavin Baumgartner's 2 free throws with 14 seconds to go gives Wayzata the points they need to win. Trojans rally to beat the Panthers 69-66. Champlin Park then used a big late-game run to beat Wayzata in one semifinal, while Apple Valley's 16-0 second-half run pushed Maple Grove out. That left the Trojans and the Crimson in the tournament's 3rd-place game, and it was entertaining. Highlights from this one: late first half, Maple Grove's Brad Davison, nice bounce pass into Taiwan Pickford for the layup, and a 32-25 lead for the Crimson at halftime. But the Trojans come out strong to start the second half. Ryan Lindbergh drives. He follows his own miss to score in the putback, tying the game at 34. He scores 11 points in the game. Wayzata then goes into the lead. Mitchell Faust there with an offensive rebound and lay-in. Trojans up by 6. Davison keeps Maple Grove close. His 3-pointer, part of a 24-point night for the senior. Pickford added 23. But the Trojans hold their lead. Jacob Benega had a big second half. He hit a 3 to put Wayzata ahead here, 53-48. He finishes with 14 points. Gavin Baumgartner later hits another 3 for the Trojans. 17 points in the game for Baumgartner as the Trojans look to close it out with a win. Davison drives and scores in the game's final minute, but it's not enough for the Crimson. Wayzata wins 70-66. Both teams finish with a 28-4 record.
So the semifinal win over Wayzata put Champlin Park in the second time in 3 seasons in the final against Apple Valley for the 4A championship. The Rebels hoping to finish off an unbeaten season. McKinley Wright in transition gets the floater to bounce and drop here for a 10-9 Champlin Park lead. It's a great point guard matchup in this one. Trey Jones hits the bank shot for the Eagles on his way to a big game for Apple Valley. A 3-on-1 for the Rebels. Marcus Hill gets the pass back from Wright for the layup. The Rebels take a 27-25 lead into halftime. It's back and forth in the second half. Josiah Strong nails a 3 from the corner, and the Rebels have their biggest lead at 47-41. Theo John tries to protect the lead with one of his 8 blocks, but he can't get them all. Jones gets it up on the glass quick here for a 52-49 Eagles lead. Wright drives and dishes to Hill for a baseline layup, and the game is tied up again at 52 all. But Jones makes a strong drive for the layup and a foul as Apple Valley takes the lead for good, and they hand the Rebels a 60-54 heartbreaking loss.
I want to apologize to the city of Champlin and Brooklyn Park, letting them down again. I know we got fans all over Minneapolis, Minnesota area. I want to apologize to them too.
He felt bad for all those seniors.
Yeah, tough loss. I mean, obviously all year long they've been aiming for it, and they had the lead for a little bit there. Great championship game, though.
You got to say, hats off to all the seniors from those three schools that did so much for their programs, Maple Grove, Wayzata, and Champlin Park, to get them where they were this year and the last couple of years. Stick around. Next up, we name the first of our all-area teams for the winter season when Sports Jam returns.
It's not a stretch to say this was the best season ever for boys basketball in the Northwest suburbs. 3 of the Final 4 teams in the semifinals in Class 4A were local squads, and several others also had big seasons. That made for some tough choices for the Sports Jam boys basketball team. Our Sports Jam boys basketball team starts in the backcourt with 2 of the state's best. McKinley Wright of Champlin Park had a superb senior season. Metro Player of the Year Wright entered the state tourney averaging 22.9 points, 8.1 rebounds, 7.8 assists, and 2.3 steals.
Wright gets up for the steal. Nice little spin move. Great dish off.
He's the all-time leader at Champlin Park in points, rebounds, and assists, and will play for Dayton.
McKinley Wright for the hammer.
Maple Grove's Brad Davison is another stat stuffer who can do it all. The Wisconsin recruit came into state play averaging 24.9 points, 7.4 rebounds, 7.8 assists, and 4.4 steals.
Davison the champion. Perfect pick and roll.
Like Wright, he's a first-team All-Metro pick and Mr. Basketball finalist and is the Crimson career scoring leader. Ishmael Elamine of Hopkins is a smooth scorer who developed his all-around game. Elamine averaged 17.2 points, 4.1 assists, and 4.5 rebounds, and will play for Ball State. Zach Tyson of Osseo is another great shooter who has become an all-around player.
Driving. Tyson taking it strong, and wow, what a shot.
Tyson hit a school record 81 threes this season, making an impressive 47% from beyond the arc, and averaged 21.6 points and 2.7 assists. Ryan Lindberg of Wayzata is called the best pure shooter in the state by his coach. Lindberg averaged 14.1 points on a balanced Trojans team, along with 2.3 assists. He entered state play with 72 made three-pointers and hit 43% of them.
Lindberg 3 is good.
Mackay Patterson led Brooklyn Center to its best season in some time. The freshman is a great passing and scoring point guard, averaging 16.8 points and 6.4 assists, while earning all Tri-Metro and Team MVP honors.
Beautiful no-look feed. And
Champlin Park's Brian Smith sometimes didn't get noticed as much as the Rebels' 2 D1 players, but he had a dynamite season. A great shooter and fearless driver, ultra-quick Smith averaged 13.4 points, 2.6 assists, and 1.7 steals while making 83% of his free throws. Our wing players include Taiwan Pickford of Maple Grove. Bouncing back after a season-ending knee injury last year, top 10 Mr. Basketball finalist Pickford combined to provide a great 1-2 punch with Davison. Pickford came into the state tourney averaging 21 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists, and is getting plenty of Division I interest.
here's Pickford, this time able to finish and one.
Gavin Baumgartner of Wayzata is another 6'5 threat from outside and all around the court. Baumgartner topped Wayzata in scoring at 15.8, along with 8.3 rebounds and 4.3 assists. He hit 58% from the field and 44% on threes, and will play at Minnesota State Moorhead.
Baumgartner, a long pull-up, and it's good for 3.
Bijan Newbern of Cooper is another great shooter who has progressed into a scorer with a variety of weapons. Newbern averaged 23 points for the Hawks and had an impressive 10 games with 30 or more points. Park Center's Lucini Kamara was a big part of the Pirates' turnaround the past couple of seasons, helping them to a 21-7 mark this winter. Quick and strong with good instincts, Kamara averaged 15 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He signed with the University of Idaho.
Timeout and a steal by Kamara. Lucini Kamara to the hole, lays it in.
Our inside guys include Armstrong Jr. Race Thompson, a hot prospect nationally for college recruiters. Thompson averaged 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists, and is a great shooter. He led the Falcons in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. Champlin Park's Theo John rounds out our team as the pure center in our lineup.
Davison driving and shot, slams it off the glass.
The intimidating 6'8" senior averaged 5 block shots per game, along with 14 points and 8.7 rebounds, while earning second-team All-Metro honors. John was a top 10 finalist for Mr. Basketball. It's a tremendous squad, the Sports Jam boys basketball team.
Right, leaving it for John for the hammer.
Wow. And some great talent in the area. These guys were nominated as well and had good seasons. The honorable mention picks for boys basketball.
Now to girls basketball, where 3 area teams reached the state tournament in March. Here is the 2017 Sports Jam girls basketball team. We'll start on the post, and Park Center senior number 22, Michaela Hayes. The 6'2" 2-inch center capped her 4-year prep career with 4 state tournament appearances. Hayes averaged over 12 points and nearly 10 rebounds per game, and was a terrific shot blocker for the Pirates.
Blocked by Hayes.
She'll play next year at the University of Florida. Wayzata's number 30, Callie Tyson, helped the Trojans reach the Section 6 4A final. The 6'1" sophomore averaged 13.6 points, go along with 9.1 rebounds per game. Tyson finished in double digits for points 22 times and rebounds 16 times. Maranatha Christian Academy's number 1, Jacqueline Jarnett, was the Mustangs' go-to player of the season. The junior forward averaged 17.4 points and 11.5 rebounds per game for the Section 4A champions. Jarnett led MCA to its 8th consecutive state tournament appearance. Maple Grove's number 25, Katrina Tice, was a solid scorer and defender for this year's Crimson. The junior forward averaged 12.3 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 1.3 blocks per game. Tice was named All Northwest Suburban Conference. Champlin Park's number 10, Allison Garretts, came back strong after suffering a serious knee injury last season. Good all-around athlete, Garretts averaged 13.8 points per game for the 21-7 Rebels. Our crowded backcourt starts with Hopkins' number 1, Paige Beckers. Already one of Minnesota's best prep players as a freshman, Beckers averaged over 21 points per game, also leading the Royals in assists and steals.
Beckers scores and is fouled.
Beckers was an All-Metro and All-State player. Armstrong's number 24, Masenga Matunda, is already a 1,000-point career scorer as a sophomore. The 5'6" guard averaged 20.5 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals per game. She was named All Northwest Suburban Conference. Park Center's number 5, Danielle Shaw, was the floor leader for the Section 5 4A champion Pirates. A 4-year regular for Park Center, Shaw averaged 11 points per game, led the team in assists, and made nearly 45% of her threes. She'll play next year at Concordia St. Paul. Shaw's backcourt mate, number 11, Ann Simonette, also makes our team. Deadly outside shooter, she always seemed to come up big in big games for the Pirates.
Simonette, 3 ties it up.
Simonette led Park Center with 58 three-pointers and will play next year at Minnesota Duluth.
The Hicks for 3 hits.
Number 11, Erica Hicks of Champlin Park, was the leading scorer for the Rebels this season. The junior averaged 19 points per game while shooting 62% from the field. The All-Northwest Suburban Conference guard also led the Rebels in three-point shots made. Number 20, Taylor Scott, led Small Heritage Christian Academy to an 18-win season. Sophomore averaged 16 points, 6 assists, and nearly 5 steals per game for the Eagles, and is a 3-time All-MCAA conference player. Hopkins' number 3, Raina Suggs, is a relentless defender with a great knack for the basket, too. The junior averaged 17 points per game for the State Class 4A runner-up Royals and was second on the team in both scoring and steals. She was named to the all-tournament team at state.
There's a steal.
Cooper's number 2, Asia Wheeler, led a balanced Hawks scoring attack at just under 13 points per game. Wheeler was a big part of a 24-win Hawks team that won the Metro West Conference. Number 15, Wayzata guard Sydney Franks finished second for the Trojans in scoring. The senior averaged 11.6 points per game and led the team with 63 three-pointers.
nearly helped the Trojans pull off an upset of Hopkins in the Section 6 4A title game.
Right side, 3 ball. Franks is on fire.
She'll play next year at Northern State. What a collection of hoops talent. It's the 2017 Sports Jam girls basketball team.
These players enjoyed fine seasons as well. Here are the honorable mention picks for girls basketball.
That is definitely a very talented group there, John.
No doubt. We will be heading onto the ice for the all-area girls and boys hockey teams when Sports Jam returns.
Well, no local squads made it to the state girls hockey tournament this season. Maple Grove and Breck were ranked in the top 5 in their respective classes and played in section finals. We also had some strong individuals from other teams. Here is a look at our Sports Jam girls hockey team. Our Sports Jam girls hockey team starts with a dynamic set of forwards. Number 4, Grace Zumwinkle of Breck was a scoring machine. One of the hardest shooters ever in the state. Ms. Hockey and Metro Player of the Year winner Zumwinkle had 42 goals and 16 assists for the Mustangs. She's headed to Minnesota. Number 28, Taylor Wente of Maple Grove is another future Gopher. A smooth skater, was a great playmaker and finisher. All Metro and all state pick Wente had 26 goals and 27 assists for a Maple Grove team that was ranked 2nd for much of the season. Number 10, Natalie Heising of Wayzata, like Wente and Zumwinkle, gained international experience playing for the U.S. under-18 team. A two-way standout, Penn State recruit Heising had 21 points in 21 games, with 11 goals and 10 assists for a young Trojan squad. Number 10, Kylie Hanley of Hopkins Park makes our squad after a strong junior season. Hanley excelled in the Tough Lake Conference, scoring 26 goals with 19 assists. She's already committed to UMD. Number 10 is a popular choice. Maple Grove's Manon McMahon wears the number well for the Crimson. The sophomore had 22 goals and 29 assists and was a plus 44. Already a star, McMahon is poised to emerge as one of Minnesota's best. Number 6, Jordan Trapp of Champlin Park is a repeat selection to our team. Trapp had 17 goals and 21 assists and played in the Senior Classic. Breck's number 8, Kendall Williamson, is a Class A All-State pick. The Colgate recruit is a two-way standout and had 13 goals and 18 assists. Number 26, Anna Ballweber, wasn't on a power team but had 18 goals and 11 assists for the North Metro Stars while earning team MVP honors. Rounding out the forwards, number 27, Kaylee Wood of Champlin Park. The senior had 19 goals with 21 assists and played in the Senior Classic. Wood is considering a couple of Division I offers. Our defensemen include number 37, Tina Campa of Maple Grove. Campa is an All-Metro and All-State pick with a great hockey IQ. She had 8 goals and 29 assists and will play at Bemidji State. Number 24, Kate Glover of Hopkins Park, is another Division I player. She's headed to Harvard. Glover had 7 goals and 24 assists and was honorable mention All-State.
Got it across.
Number 21, Nicole Oppenheimer, helped Breck to another strong campaign. The senior was All-State and had 4 goals and 21 assists while leading the Breck defense. Number 22, sophomore Emily Wisniewski of Wayzata is on her way to being one of the better defensemen in the state. An early commit to Clarkson, Wisniewski chipped in on the offensive end with 6 goals and 7 assists. Our goalies shared the net through their high school careers at Maple Grove and will do the same for our squad. Number 32, Brianna Blessy, was named Minnesota's Senior Goalie of the Year. Posted a 9-3-1 record with a 1.31 goals against average, 938 save percentage, and 5 shutouts. Number 33, Coco Francis, like Blessy, was All-State and was a Goalie of the Year finalist as well. She was 13-2 with a 1.12 goals against and 945 save percentage with 4 shutouts. It's a very good squad, the Sports Jam girls hockey team. And these players also had strong seasons. They are the honorable mention choices for girls hockey. John will have the boys hockey team when we return here on Sports Jam.
We go back to the ice for the final of our all-area teams. Here's the 2017 Sports Jam boys hockey team.
Before bouncing back on.
We start our team with the top scorer in the area. Maple Grove senior forward number 19, Sam Huff, netted 23 goals while adding 46 assists for the Section 5 AA champion Crimson.
Huff cutting it to the middle, fires and he scores.
He was named third team All-Metro. Breck's number 10, Carter Breitenfeld, was one of the top players for a talented Mustangs team. The senior forward scored 21 goals and added 39 assists for the Section 2A runner-up Mustangs. Wayzata's number 22, Griffin Ness, helped the Trojans make a deep postseason run.
And a tip and a goal. Wayzata's on the board right away. Griffin Ness scores 25 seconds.
Junior tallied 13 goals with 15 assists. An excellent skater, Ness led Wayzata in scoring. Armstrong Cooper's number 10, Jack Gergen, helped the Wings win the Northwest Suburban Conference's West Division this season. A very good passer, the junior center tallied 25 assists to go along with 15 goals and was the team MVP. Maple Grove's number 9, Justin Kelly, was a big-time scorer for the Crimson this year. Kelly notched 24 goals to go along with 28 assists, helping Maple Grove reach the state tournament. He's been selected to play in the Grade 8 Hockey Festival. Champlin Park's number 28, Keegan Bauman, was the Rebels' top scorer in 2017. The senior captain scored 14 goals and added 18 assists for the Rebels. He was named to the Grade 8 team for Section 5. Katina Grace forward number 20, Sam Henches, was a bright spot for the Eagles this season. The senior captain finished his prep career with 32 goals and 21 assists. He was all Northwest Suburban Conference and will also play in the Grade 8. Wayzata's number 3, Colin Schmidt, is a talented junior forward who's committed to the University of Minnesota. Schmidt scored 11 goals and also added 15 assists for the Section 6 AA champion Trojans. He was named All-Lake Conference. Our defensemen include Breck's number 25, Dalton Weigel. One of the top defensemen in Class A hockey, Weigel could not only play defense but rush the puck and score too. The senior tallied 15 goals and 34 assists for the Mustangs. He'll play college hockey at Air Force. Maple Grove's number 6, Jack Kelly, is another skilled blue liner. Kelly helped lead the Crimson D and was a big contributor to Maple Grove's state tournament run. For the season, he scored 8 goals to go along with 25 assists. Wayzata's number 21, Grant Anderson, is a Division I recruit. A junior defenseman with a big shot. Anderson added 7 goals from the blue line and added 17 assists. He's verbally committed to Nebraska Omaha.
Comes to Grant Anderson. He'll tee up a big shot and he scores.
Anderson's defensive partner for much of the year was number 20, Jack Carlson. Steady on D, the senior scored 3 goals for the season while contributing 7 assists and helping the Trojans' defense hold opponents to 2.5 goals per game. Our goalies include Maple Grove's Ethan Hyder. Hyder posted a final record of 13 wins and 5 losses. Just a freshman, Hyder's goals against average was 2.17, and he finished with a save percentage of .914. Champlin Park's Brennan Boynton had a good season between the pipes for an improved Rebels team. A 2-year starter, Boynton played well against many of the top teams in the section and finished with a solid 2.84 goals against average and a save percentage of .914. It's the area's finest in boys hockey, the 2017 Sports Jam team.
These guys are deserving too. Here are the honorable mention picks for boys hockey.
Thanks to all the coaches for their input on these teams, and that will do it for this edition of Sports Jam.
It has been quite a winter season. Thanks for watching, and remember, you can take another look at our Sports Jam all-area teams online at ccxmedia.org. We're back with our first show of the spring season in mid-April. We'll see you then.